Well, we are back from the Los Angeles Regional and we had quite a turnout. As you can see, this is my top 16 prediction. I had Red Kenshin and Saito heavily represented, and as many of you know, it was a very highly represented. So we're gonna get into what my prediction was, which you guys should have already saw, and how right and how wrong I was. So we're gonna start off with the top 16. Now this event, I did see quite a bit of Red Kenshin, but I don't think I saw enough to warrant 7 Red Kenshins and 6 Saitos, the purple Saito. Like I said, I saw a lot of decks, but it wasn't like 80% of players were playing the Kenshin decks. Maybe like 50 or if that. But it had a great conversion rate apparently because 13 out of the 16 spots were taken by Kenshin. So it could be that's a new deck, the new shiny thing, a lot of representation. But to take this many spots is kind of wild to me. But I did test these decks and I did see how strong they were. As you can see here on my prediction, originally I had 5 and 3 taking 8 spots out of top 16, which is 50%, but they ended up taking a little bit more than 50% here, which and one Roy Mustang, so Roy Mustang still staying strong. Lancelot, which was very surprising, still managed to top in this Red Kenshin meta. And if you guys didn't see, I do have the deck profile up. He did play against 4 Red Kenshins in the tournament, and he lost to one. He did say it was a tough matchup, but he still managed to win a few games, so that's pretty impressive for Lancelot and the repeat champion of the last regional, and still one Bleach Purple, one Renji Rush, still sneaking in there. Again, I have that deck profile up as well. If you guys want to see that, the only one I wish I would have gotten was the Roy Mustang and maybe at least one of the Saitos, just to see if anybody played them differently. But yeah, I got a lot of Red Kenshins. For top 8, we had 4 Red Kenshins, so 50% was the Red Kenshin. Saito with 2, and Roy Mustang 1, Bleach with 1. So, very good representation on Red Kenshin's part. Saito, I think, is very good against Red Kenshin, so it's tough to say which one's better, but a lot of these decks, I'm not sure if they're going to hold up a lot of the other decks because it didn't look like a lot of the older decks can stand up to this. And like for myself, I was playing Sisters. I was gonna play Saito, but I didn't have the cards in time, so I just went with what I knew best, which was either Hellish, Blizzard, and the Sisters, or Bleach. And maybe Bleach would have been a little bit better of a take here, just because it has a lot of removal, and that Red Kenshin, you get rid of their big bodies, the double attackers, and you're in good shape, but they ran out of cards. Depends on how they're playing it, because if you saw, there was 2 different ways they were playing it. One with the pitch event to draw extra cards. The other was just kind of more aggro, without worrying about your hand size. So either way, they both did really well. I'm not sure, but I already took Bleach to another tournament, another regional. So I was like, let me play something different, and needless to say, didn't go too hot, but all in all, it was a fun experience. It was a very well organized tournament. Shout out to Core TCG. They did a wonderful job. Shout out to anybody that said hi out there. I appreciate you guys so much. I talked to a lot of the creators, a lot of you people that are watching, and I appreciate that you guys like the content and watch the content and say hi. That really does mean a lot to me, and I do appreciate that. So hopefully I will see you guys on the next regional. I won't be going to Orlando, unfortunately, so I won't be able to get as much content as I normally do for these regionals. I'll still do my best to upload as fast as I can so you guys can know the details as soon as possible. But I'll work on that for sure. And yeah, let me know what you guys think is going to be better than Red Kenshin. Do you think that the new Bleach stuff is going to maybe knock this out? Do you think that the with Kaiju number 8 dropping and the other set, the Yu Yu Hakusho, I think it's called, those dropping in a couple weeks, do you think the meta's gonna change, or do you think that these decks are actually that strong that it's gonna be difficult to knock these guys out, because 6 Kenshin decks out of 8 is wild. 75%. That's almost like tier 1, tier 0 almost. Not definitely tier 1, but tier 0 almost. So yeah, Kenshin just came out firing, and hopefully the next sets. I don't like the power creep this much. Like I like when Roy Mustang topped. Okay, it had a good representation, and then it fell off a little bit. But this feels like it's just gonna be here for a long time, and it just feels like it makes a lot of the other decks obsolete. So I think it might have been a little too powerful, if you ask me. I feel like I have to play one of these decks, otherwise I'm behind. So I don't want to feel that way in Union Arena. So hopefully the next sets are not super crazy and maybe to this power level or a little bit under, and we keep going like that. I just don't want it to creep up and make my every deck that I have before that just obsolete. So yeah, with that being said, like I said, I will see you guys next time for more regional coverage, and let me know if you guys have any questions for me or want me to answer anything about this regional. And yeah, I will see you guys on the next one.